Welcome to Creekview,
where innovation is alive.
Hi, I'm Allison Jordan, the very proud principal of Creekview Elementary School here in Tomball, Texas, and I am so excited to share with you our plan of innovation to help meet the needs of learners all across our campus. Steve Jobs once said that innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not as a threat, and that's exactly what our teachers did. This whole school intervention and extension initiative, or as we call FLEX, was initially sparked by our teachers who identified a need to better target student needs. Our guiding coalition, comprised of teachers and instructional leaders, then introduced the plan to staff, but it took the efforts of every single staff member, administrator, teachers, paraprofessionals, counselor, librarian, to execute the initiative. I am so proud of the work that we have done, and I can't wait for you to hear more from our team.
Whole School Flex began with an idea actually last school year, with teachers coming together and realizing that we had students in various grade levels who might be performing above or below, and we were not able to meet all of their needs every single day.
We had kind of like a gallery walk where every grade level, every teacher had some input. And when we discovered the outcome was that everybody knew how to tackle intervention or what to do when a kid was struggling.
Initially, what we had to do was kind of just all agree that this is something that, even though we don't know how this is going to look exactly in this moment, we had to be okay with that and go forward with, the planning of all of it and collecting data, talking to different grade levels, kind of seeing like where there's a need, getting their opinion about things.
It became apparent that we needed to kind of team up and not be just grade level by grade level, and having more personnel to help out hands-on with those kids would actually be beneficial.
The intended outcomes of Creekview's Whole School Flex is that we can use our resources more wisely to impact the most children. We were seeing that some of our teachers were having very similar groups. For instance, a phonics group in 5th grade, and then a phonics group in 4th grade, and a phonics group in 3rd grade. So could we just combine those groups and use our resources more wisely to give one teacher for all of those grades, or maybe two, so that we can free up some of our staff to work with more students?
Over time, teachers are going to understand that this is now becoming our culture. We are so committed to our students' success that we're willing to completely rearrange how we do things.
Vocabulary that I can't touch every single day. What if this idea of they go out to a group, to another classroom with various students from even different grade levels to be able to meet their needs?
We really feel like the School-Wide Flex is going to be able to help more students than just a grade level flex. We can move students up and down as needed.
Every single grade level had overlapping needs for student growth and development. So that kind of was the impetus for driving the dream of, what if we combine like learners without regard to their grade level, and then address student needs in that way.
We're having opportunities for teachers across cross-curricular and grade levels to be able to come together and really have deep conversations about the needs of our students.
We can understand lower grade levels, their slower pace, and what they are doing at those low grade levels to build the foundations of what we're teaching. And then opposite of that, those lower grade levels being able to understand the rigor.
We first had to decide what our criteria would be for a student qualifying for intervention, particularly for a whole school or a cross grade level group. So we, the Guiding Coalition, met and decided on a common data piece that we would use in order to make our decisions on group placement. And then we also needed a structure to decide who chooses which students go where based on their data, who's the one who organizes the groups, and then how it will work with our schedule each day too.
Our role that we play is to figure out where those gaps are, using data-driven analysis to drive academic achievement.
Intervention targets each individual student, so growth is inevitable. But I'm most excited about the impact that it's having on teachers.
It's really forcing us to become more vertically aligned on our campus.
So it's working together as a whole school to meet the needs of all of our students, because they're not just my students, they're all our students.
Whole School Flex was really just a must for our campus.